So, with the DuckTales reboot coming ever so closer, I decided to talk about a subject that has kind of been going around for a little bit and kind of like a working theory for a lot of people, and I'm in this wheelhouse too. I'm kind of believing this theory along with everyone else. I'm starting to really believe this theory as well, and that is the subject of where's Magica De Spell? And this is basically my thoughts on the subject of Magica, as well as where is her place in the show, because we do know she's coming. She has been announced. She has been in the show. Well, excuse me, she will be in the show, I should say. She is going to be in the show, and we are going to see her at some point. But here's the thing: we don't know where. There hasn't been any big announcements for her. There hasn't been any voice casts announced for her. All that we know is that she is going to be in the season, the first season, at some point. And I kind of wanted to talk about it, and it does play into the intro as well. Now, for those who are wondering who the hell Magica De Spell is, Magica is one of the big villains in DuckTales, as well as Uncle Scrooge McDuck, who was kind of like, she even appeared in the comics. She appeared way back in the comics. She's one of Scrooge's oldest villains, and her whole thing is that she wants Scrooge's dime. She wants Scrooge's first dime on the grounds of she believes it'll give her more power if she can wield the dime. It'll just increase her magic. I don't know where she gets that kind of that train of thinking. Although I think there was a reason why she wants the dime. I just can't remember the right reason, but they don't really explain it in the original animated series. I know there's like a better explanation in the classic comics, but I can't remember it for the life of me. So, yeah. That's kind of the thing, is that they didn't really give a good explanation in the original animated series as far as I remember, but if I remember right, there is an actual explanation of why she wants the dime in the animated series, in the comics. So yeah, that's the thing, is that we do know Magica is in here, but what we don't know is what her role is going to be. Now, and I'm going to bring this up because the theme, which, by the way, I love the theme, in case anyone's wondering, I really do dig the theme. I think it's really good. It's a nice little upbeat version of the original animated series intro. But the big thing here is that there's two things. Even though Magica has been announced for the show, we don't see her in the intro. We do see, Flintheart. We get to see Flintheart Glomgold. We do get to see the Beagle Boys, and we even get to see Ma Beagle, as well as a new villain who's supposed to be like a parody of, I guess he's like a parody of, New Age millionaires, like Zuckerberg and a few others. But, yeah, we still don't see Magica. But, however, what we do see throughout the entire intro is a chase for Scrooge McDuck's first dime. And like I said, Magica's whole thing is that she wants the dime. And yeah. So here's my train of thinking, is that Magica is going to basically be this series' Bill. She is going to be this version's Bill Cipher. And when you think about it, that's not too far off. Incredible Magic wants one little thing to take over the universe, to take over the world, and will stop at nothing. Yeah, and usually employs less intelligent people to do their bidding. Although, to be fair, Magica did that with the Beagle Boys multiple times in the original show. But here's my thinking, is that Magica is going to be a big villain boss. She is going to be, like I said, the equivalent of Bill Cipher. And that's not too far away from thinking, because when you really think about it, this show is starting to feel like, I know it has its, it is a reboot of the original 90s cartoon, but when you think about it, there's a lot of things like, you've got Huey, who's, into the from that one little intro of him, in the mini-series, little mini-sodes, got tongue-tied there, sorry. Those little mini-sodes they've been doing, they've been basically introducing all the little characters. We do get to see Webby, and she has a grappling hook, for God's sake. She's also very loud, but very intelligent as well. And I have this weird feeling that, for some reason, that Kate Micucci was not their first pick. I love Kate Micucci, and I think she's going to kill it as Webby. But I have this weird feeling that Kristen Schaal was on the call first and foremost. Because I just feel like from the voice clips I've heard of her, it feels like Kristen Schaal she's not Kristen Schaal, Kate Micucci, almost trying to sound like Kristen Schaal in a way. I don't know, maybe that's just me. And I could be easily wrong here. I'm just saying that to me, it just sounds like she's trying to do a Kristen Schaal impression. And again, she has a grappling hook. And I know a lot of characters have grappling hooks, but I'm just saying that you had one energetic character with a grappling hook already, and that show ended. I'm just saying that I feel like Disney's trying to make this show the new Gravity Falls. That's not a bad thing. That is honestly not a bad thing, because when it gets down to it, DuckTales was doing the whole solving mysteries and finding lost treasure and fighting monsters way back as far as like the late 80s. So this is not anything different. This is nothing that they have done before. I'm just saying that it feels a little more on the nose, especially with Scrooge, with some of the lines that I've heard from the minisodes from Scrooge, and I'm just like, yeah, it sounds a little close to Stan. And same with Launchpad. Yeah, he sounds a little. Like that whole line of him, writing letters to everyone saying, "Oh, Scrooge will pay for all this." It's like, okay, Seuss. But still, I still think this has enough this show has enough identity of its own to be different from just a Gravity Falls follow-up. But getting back to what I said is that I have this weird feeling that, like I said, Magica is going to be much like Bill in the set. And I just yes, the joke is not lost on me, because I just realized, Bill, like ducks, you get it? Anyway, but I have this weird feeling that, with the everyone trying to get the first dime, is that I feel like Magica is like the big overarching villain. She is going to be the one that is going to be like the season finale villain, and maybe maybe she'll show up or get mentioned throughout a few times in season 1. Because we do know that we're already getting a season 2. The show isn't even out. They've already announced, they've already wanted a second season. So I have this weird feeling that the people behind this show are gonna maybe mention Magica at a few points, maybe say that Scrooge defeated her a long time ago when she tried to steal his first dime the first time around, and he thought that she was dead for all this time, but nope, she's not dead. And she's just been gathering her magic back. She's been gathering her strength. And at the same time, you could have it that it might be that the Beagle Boys are working for her. Like, you could have it that, oh yeah, they're just trying to steal all of his shit. They're just trying to steal all of the stuff from McDuck Manor. But then you later find out, oh, they're trying to get the first dime. They're trying to get the dime for Magica, because that would make sense. Because, like I said, they worked for Magica a lot. Even Ma Beagle worked for her at times. So that could be the case that it could be revealed that the Beagle Boys are just all this time have just been doing Magica's bidding, and then boom, she's the big villain of the next season of season 2, or we get to see more of her. So that's kind of the working theory I'm having right now, is that she's going to be a lot like Bill Cipher. I'm not saying that she'll make deals or rip people's souls out or, cause a weird Mageddon. I'm just saying that she's just going to, it's just be her trying to get that dime. And like I said, we don't see her at all in the intro with all the villains. I looked like 3 times going, is that Magica? No, that's not Magica. And yeah, it is cool that we are getting new villains. But yeah, I think we are all kind of like, oh, it's cool, Beagle Boys, Glomgold, where's Magica? So I'm pretty sure she's coming, but I'm pretty sure when she does arrive, it's going to be a big deal. At least, again, I could be totally wrong here, and I fully accept that I could be totally, absolutely, 100% wrong in this situation. So, yeah. You guys tell me. What do you guys think? Yeah, just comment below. Let me know. Do you guys think Magica De Spell will be like the big end-all, be-all villain for the DuckTales reboot series? Just comment below. Let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this. And I will see you guys later.